to another edition of a Parson's Progress. I am in a place called Spofforth. Yes, I know, you've never heard of it. And I've never visited it, and I'm a Yorkshireman. Just been to the hospital, checked this eye out. A couple of years ago, maybe more, I had a vein or something explode in my eye. And they said if it had gone anywhere, the heart or whatever, I could have died. And they said you should be grateful it popped in the eye. Anyway, so I have to go for regular little checkups on one thing or another to see if I need injections in the eyeball. Today they just took photographs, so I'm feeling quite chuffed. And so I thought I'd pop into Spofforth Castle because I haven't been here before. Now, it's a marvellous place, and I'll show you some pictures of it shortly. But I just wanted to say, before I talk about the castle, Happy New Year. I hope you had a good Christmas. Some of you will remember a video, if you haven't watched it, it's a few months ago, a couple of months or so ago, that I'd given up drinking for 30 days or something or other. Anyway, I faced Christmas and New Year with no booze whatsoever. Which is remarkable, isn't it, really, when you consider my track record. And it wasn't that difficult in the end. I mean, it was a bit odd. I think the worry is a little bit like going to the hospital to see my eye. It's the build-up that's more frightening or anxiety-provoking. But actually, when you get there and you do it and it's all finished, it wasn't that difficult. So I found the same sort of thing with not drinking at Christmas and New Year's Eve. It was more the thought of not drinking at Christmas year that was more worrying and frightening, the actually not drinking. So I'm still on course with the non-drinking. To give you an idea of what I'm up to, I'm not drinking. I'm still getting up with the dawn, so I'm getting up very early in the mornings. I'm going to bed at a reasonable time at night. That's part of my new regime. I started journaling, but my mornings sort of look like this. I wake up naturally, I don't need an alarm clock. I wake up very early, jump out of bed. I then have a pint of mineral water. I don't like flat water particularly. I have sparkling natural mineral water, and I put a bit of lemon in. So I rehydrate, get up, rehydrate. After that, I might play some online chess or something. And at this point, I'm still in my pajamas, just waking up. I then go upstairs. I have an ice cold shower. And the benefits of an ice cold shower are extraordinary. Apparently, it increases a thing called brown fat. And that's good for you. It also does a sort of a body reset. And it gives you a dopamine hit, apparently, that lasts for hours. And it works right into the afternoon. So I have an early morning cold shower, absolutely ice cold. When I'm getting used to that, your tolerance kind of to the cold water builds up. So I've got up, I've had my lemon water, play a bit of chess, have my ice cold shower, then get dressed. At this point, I go out to get my Lux. Some of you will remember a video I said about the importance of getting Lux, getting this light. Lux is the way in which we measure light. So you need to get Lux into the back of the retina, the very place that they've been photographing today, would you believe? And that really does perk you up and wake you up and tell you it's daytime. And your circadian rhythm, your biorhythms, your circadian rhythms then tell you to sort of wake up, and it sets you up for a good night's sleep later on today. So we get up, we have our water, we get upstairs, we have our ice cold shower, we get dressed, we get out and have some Lux. I walk my dog Purdy. I then come back, and by that point, you see, I'm allowed something to drink in terms of like coffee or whatever. They say not to have coffee in the first 60 minutes to 90 minutes. So at that point, I've been up about that time. So I have a coffee. Or I could have tea and then a coffee. And if I haven't had a banana already, my morning routine doesn't involve eating of any sort. That's not really part of it. If you want a banana when you get up, have a banana. Or I tend to have a banana when I get up. And I might have something a bit more substantial later on. But that's basically it. And then what I do is, having walked Purdy and come back, and my dopamine is, flowing through my brain, I then sit and journal. I've got these marvellous notebooks, and I journal about life and about philosophy and about religion and God and what have you, and put all my thoughts down on paper. And that's about the size of my morning routine, and that really does set you up for the day. Anyway, less of that, why don't we just have a look at this wonderful tower over here, and I'll tell you something about the castle. Now I thought I'd have a little sit down. This is at the bottom of the staircase going right up to the tower, and it's dry in here at least. Anyway, this is Spofforth Castle. It was given to William de Percy by William the Conqueror. They were great chums back in the early days, in the 11th century, and he bequeathed him quite a lot of land in Yorkshire, including this part of Spofforth where this was built. And it was Richard de Percy who, with a bunch of other noblemen up here, composed the Magna Carta, can you believe here? So it's a remarkable place. And yes, and it's been improved through the centuries. And it's seen lots of wars, and the War of the Roses, I think it took a bit of damage then, and took a bit of damage during the English Civil War, so it's been around quite a bit. But absolutely beautiful, and lovely to see it. A hidden gem, really. And that's all I know about it, really. I suppose I'll have to go back and bone up on Spofforth Castle, and I'll get back to you with perhaps a little bit more information when I get home, and you can then see more pictures of what we have visited today. Anyway, Happy New Year to you all. It's been nice chatting. As I say, I've got my regime still going, got the morning regime. I faced Christmas and New Year without booze, and can't say I miss it. I miss the habit of it more than the actual taste of it, if you know what I mean. You tend to miss the habit of something, and then you convince yourself you really should be doing it. It's all in the head, though. And you don't have to take any notice of those voices, particularly, so I'm going to carry on not drinking. But the combination of the not drinking and the early nights and the morning routine and the ice-cold showers is having a dramatic effect. You know, my complexion, I'm less bloated, I've lost a lot of weight. I used to struggle to get into these trousers, and they're practically falling off. And I'm not even dieting, I'm just eating what the hell I like, whenever I want. So, more or less, within reason. Anyway, that's all from me today. It's just a quick Happy New Year and a catch-up from the environs of Spofforth Castle. See you soon. God bless. Friends, countrymen, lend me all the earth. I have come not to praise Caesar, but to bury him. Our Lord said we must enter through the narrow door, and that's exactly what I intend to do now.